Yikes. All right, Aquarius Pisces, I'm sorry for all the commotion in the beginning. This look a little different. Looks a little different, but I hope it is the same and I'm just tripping. Okay, Aquarius Pisces. Hello. How are you? I hope that this live finds you well. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Gabrielle, and you're tuned in to Cusp of Roses, where we do timeless general tarot readings for all 12 cusp zodiac signs every new and full moon and every zodiac season, okay? As of late, all of my readings are live, okay? So if you'd like to tune in, make sure you have that bell notification turned on and that you're subscribed so you know when my next live is scheduled. All right, let me go ahead and get your incense lit. And then we're gonna get into this, okay? Let me turn this down. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't know what happened to my chat, but if you're tuning in, make sure you guys leave a comment. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I typically always have my chat on, but sometimes it likes to turn it off for some reason. So just leave me a comment to say hi. Let me know you guys were tuning in if you are normally here with me in the chat. And even if not, just say hello, drop your favorite emojis down there. I love to connect with you all in the comments. I really do. I enjoy hearing how you all resonate with these readings, all right? So we're here to do a love reading for you, Aquarius Pisces. We're going to see what you got going on. I'm going to start off with a pre-channeled message just to give me an opportunity, honestly, to kind of sense and feel out your energy, see what I can pull, and then we'll let the cards talk after we sound my singing bowl one time, and we let that sound travel, okay? Thank you so much, Divine, for connecting me here with Aquarius Pisces and any of my Soul Tribe members tuning into this live, this reading, whenever they do find this. What do I need to know about Aquarius Pisces? So my eye went straight to my throat chakra organette. So for some of you guys working through your throat chakra, somebody either has something to say to you or you want to say something. Power couple. Okay? You two are about to take over the world. There is so much great work to be done and stories to create with this person. You both are breaking generational cycles. I just heard yes, like someone's waiting on a yes from you, Aquarius Pisces. Ooh. Could somebody be getting married or engaged? That's what this kind of feels like. Okay, Lover's Lane. This is a time when intimacy, sexual healing are needed and desired. Take the time to blow off some steam in the bedroom. Well, all right now. I feel like that was like an overwhelming yes. Like, yeah, some of you guys might be getting engaged here. If you're already dating somebody, and I feel like that's going to make you really, really happy. Maybe even really horny. I don't know. That could also be tying into the lunar eclipse in Scorpio that will be going on Friday if you're watching this in real time. Okay, yeah, you got an apology, old feelings, and drama. Ugh. This is what I kind of feel like you and this person maybe have gone through. This looks like your past energy with this person. Maybe a bit of drama, a bit of back and forth. These old feelings, old things that you've maybe held on to, they've held on to. And again, I think what it ends in is this apologetic energy from both of you guys. Like, both of you taking accountability for the drama in the past. Like, okay, yeah, I was a little messy, or yeah, you know, a little sensitive, or I picked that apart, or whatever the case might be, or I shouldn't have said that. Da, 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 da. It's like you both are taking accountability for what has happened in the past and somehow get to this space where you're like for sure about each other. This is, you know what it gives me, Aquarius Pisces? It gives me this sense of your first big fight with someone that you've been dating, or like the first time you guys have ever truly been at odds or truly like had a serious disagreement, right? And it could have been dramatic. It could have even been like scary a little bit, because it's like, well, what does this mean? Maybe we're not meant. Don't let your mind run away with that. I just think this was a bit of a rough patch, you know, ups and downs that relationships go through. But the fact that you both come to one another with this apology energy, or in this sense of surrender, like, I'm sorry, I hold myself accountable, you know, I maybe shouldn't have said that, or I did do this, and da 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 da, whatever the case might be. We'll see what the tarot has to say if this comes back out. But I feel like it's the fact that you both weren't resisting that surrender to one another that I think lets you both know, like, oh, we're really serious about this relationship. And or wow, I think it hits you after the apology part, or after you guys kind of come to one another and hold yourselves accountable, like, oh, like, I really do care for you, I really do love you, and we can actually like overcome huge obstacles when it comes to relationships. Like, we can actually work together. Like, this is a good thing. I hope that's making sense. I don't know that I'm actually like explaining that right, but it's almost like a feeling of, I was a little afraid when we started this fight, or when this fight or this drama kind of started, but the fact that we were able to overcome it and get through it in the way that you both did signals to both of you that this could be like a lifelong thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I almost kind of like, I'm not scared of disagreeing with you anymore. I'm not worried about the state of our relationship or the foundation of our relationship anymore, now that we've gotten through that big fight or that big disagreement or whatever that drama was. Do you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, wow, we really still care for each other, even through being at odds with one another. It's like a big deal, is what I guess I'm trying to say in general. It's a big deal. Okay. What else? Okay, that's for some Aquarius Pisces out there. Tell me more. What else might be going on here for Aquarius Pisces in love before we dig deeper into these cards? Yeah, I just heard hear me out. Like, hear me out. This is what I'm feeling. This is why this. Yeah, some of you might be having heart-to-hearts with people that you're with. This feels honestly like a relationship energy. So if you are an Aquarius Pisces that isn't in a relationship, this may or may not be a reading for you. Although I would suggest still watch it, just in case, you know, I pick up on a lot of different timelines. So we might get a little bit of singles energy in here. But I'm right off the bat tapping into Aquarius Pisces that are in relationships, long-term, long-standing relationships here. Okay, what else? Yeah, heart-to-heart, I just heard it again, heart-to-heart. So maybe there's a need for a heart-to-heart. So for some of you guys, you might be a little distant from someone that you're dating or someone that you're with, because you've just had a big blowout or a big kind of first fight, first argument moment that wasn't petty, like a really big one, right? And I think some of you might be a little afraid to be like, okay, like, are we going to recover from this? Like, I don't really know how to. I'm not going to say you don't know how to. I think you do know how to, Aquarius Pisces. I think you're just a little scared. It's like a little nervous. Like, I don't want. What if I'm open to getting through this and this person isn't? You know what I mean? Like, what, I'm open to it, but what if they're not? But you'll never know, Aquarius Pisces, unless you try. So don't be afraid to say what you need to say. Throat chakra. Speak what you need to speak. Speak how you feel. Say how you feel to this person, and let the chips fall where they may. But I really do feel like a lot of you will be surprised at how open your person really is. Because again, I keep hearing first fight. It's like the first fight for somebody here. And it's scaring them, because I just heard the stakes are high. So there might be a lot riding on this relationship. I am seeing children. So maybe you have children with this person, or maybe you just found out you're pregnant, because pregnancy's been floating around here in the collective energy. Yeah, vacation and travel. Oh, maybe maybe this fight happened overseas, or like on some sort of vacation. while traveling. Like, you know how they always say, well, I don't know who they is, but the general idea when it comes to dating somebody and getting to know them, it's like travel with them, see how they are on the road or traveling abroad or in a different environment that they're not normally in, to really know if you guys can gel well. Like, it'll tell you a lot about a person by how they travel. Same way that people can learn a lot about you by how you drive. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. So maybe there are big differences in how you both navigate travel. So either both of y'all or one of you guys travels a lot. Maybe you were like, hey, come on with me. But it was just kind of, I just keep hearing icks. Like there's certain icks, I guess. Like, oh, why do you do that? Or like, oh, I hate when people do that when you're traveling and da 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 da. It's like, so you just might be at this point where the honeymoon, this person can do no wrong, I just love everything about them phase is transforming a little bit. It's like now you're actually seeing them in a new light. And I get that some of you at first, like when it came up, it was like, oh no, like I don't know if I can do this. But you know, I don't know here, Aquarius Pisces. I feel like don't give up. I feel like don't necessarily throw this person away just because of whatever icks might have come out. Give it a chance to find compromise, to kind of work it out, see if you guys can understand one another. Check in with yourself here, Aquarius Pisces, as well. Is this something that really is a like a deal or no deal, or like a deal breaker? You know what I mean? Are there things that you can just learn to live with? I don't know. I just feel like there's like a lot of questions. There's just a lot of conversation that has to happen between you and this person. For the group of y'all where this is like your first big fight, or for some of y'all, the first time you're actually seeing a side of your person that you're not fond of. So a real test, a real true test of this connection that I'm tapping into here, okay? All right, I think that's a good space to end it. Like I said before, I'm going to sound my singing bowl. I will be doing a silent prayer for you all, but the singing bowl is just an opportunity for us all to kind of get grounded, open ourselves up to the messages that come forward, do whatever gratitude or grounding practice feels right and best for you in this moment, and then we'll get started, all right? Here we go. All right. Thank you so much, Divine, again, for being here with me in Aquarius Pisces. What love messages and love energies are present here for Aquarius Pisces? What does Aquarius Pisces need to be aware of in love? Money and finance keeps coming out. I feel like that's just Mercury retrograding in Taurus. Hanging out and the price of love. Yeah, so that's definitely spot on here for some of y'all, okay? Again, the hanging out and the price of love definitely tells me that there has been this, I'm not going to say surface. I feel like you are getting to know this person below the surface. But again, I just think whatever kind of crushing energy was there, whatever kind of like excitement about the new relationship and being with somebody and, you know, finally, I hear like finally being happy, like that type of thing. I'm not going to say that that's faded, but again, I just think that something's occurred where you're seeing a different side of this person, and it's like the price of love. It's like, ooh, can I deal with this? Is this a deal breaker? You know what I mean? Something flipped over. Yeah, vulnerability. Okay. Because they were telling me to get a fourth card out here. So, seasoned love at the bottom of the deck. I want to start with vulnerability because it felt like that's what was kind of missing here. Oh, geez. All this ash keeps falling off me. Jeez. Okay. Sorry, y'all. This emotional openness is essential in all healthy relationships as it paves the way for deeper understanding. So that's what I mean. It's like you're really seeing this person in a very vulnerable state, or the situation that caused this kind of blow up drama made you feel vulnerable. Or again, how can I say that? It's like, again, I don't know. The best way I can say is you just saw a side of this person that you can't see on the surface, or again, the situation would have to be prime in order for these vulnerabilities or for this side of this person to come out. Okay? But the price of love, are you willing to make an investment when it comes to love? Are you ready to pay the toll? Remember that love is not a destination, but a journey. Okay, and hanging out. Who doesn't love spending time with their crush or boo? Dating doesn't always have to be fancy dinners. Spending quality time with someone can be romantic, fun, and chill. So that's what it feels like. It feels like this was quality time that you guys maybe carved out with one another, planned with one another, was like excited. This is your first trip, first time traveling together, road trip, whatever this might be. Right? And with money and finances, it's like you guys can have different approaches to how you spend your money or how you manage your finances, and that could be a bit alarming and a bit scary here. Money is among the top 5 things that couples fight over or individuals stress about. Unresolved financial matters may be affecting this relationship. Yeah, I kind of get that. Like, okay, so clearly the vacation and travel card came out in your pre-shuffle. So I'm just going to kind of run with that as the theme and the example for this reading, Aquarius Pisces, but apply it to whatever that situation was or environment was. You know how when you travel with a group of people, everybody kind of has their own personality. It's like some people like to have an itinerary and they like to go out and do, and that's how they vacation. Other people just like to chill. They don't want to plan nothing. They just kind of want to go with the flow. Some people save up for vacation and have a lot of spending cash. So they just like to kind of ball out when they're on vacation because they don't do it often. Other people vacay on a budget. So no, I'm not going to spend that. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm on this. I can only spend that. So it's like, I feel like that could be the difference. One of you is more like, if I got it, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to spend it. I'm going to have fun. This is my vacation. I'm going to just enjoy myself. The other person might be a little bit more tight in that way of like, well, no, like I don't want to spend too crazy and I don't want to go overboard just because I'm on vacation. Doesn't mean I'm going to just go nuts, right? And so that could be a little bit of like a push and pull, or I kind of feel like it upset somebody here or disappointed someone, or again, that's the ick. Like, oh, that makes vacation not fun if we're not just gonna like ball till we fall. You know what I mean? And maybe one person is in a better financial standing than the other. So it's like that type of difference might be hitting you because maybe that wasn't an issue in the beginning of this dating or relationship or this connection. But again, travel and road trips and actually having to like see people's habits up close and again, seeing people in different environments, it's revealed a lot for you, Aquarius Pisces. And I just heard more than I can handle. So like a lot to process. Because I think you really have to sit down and think about, like, are these things that are deal breakers for me? Or am I maybe being a bit dramatic? That might be for some of y'all, okay? Just a little bit. Can I be flexible around this? Do we have to have the same perspective on this? Is it, again, something tolerable? Or is it just an absolute no? Like, I cannot be with someone who doesn't travel the same way that I do or have the same mindset around this, because that's fair too. But I feel like Aquarius Pisces, you're really going to have to think about that. And I just wouldn't rush to make any decision right now, especially because I am streaming this and channeling this during a Mercury retrograde. So that's just for those of you that will resonate with this in real time. If you're watching this later, don't worry about that part. Okay. Yeah, but what I love here, the seasoned love. Again, I feel like you come out of this situation understanding that you both are willing to pay the price. You both are willing to compromise. You're both willing to be open to the other, both willing to be vulnerable with one another. Whereas I feel like any resistance to working this out or solving and resolving this issue would have been like a really big red flag. So I kind of feel like this is, again, a little bit of past energy for you, Aquarius Pisces, and you're at the point where you realize you and this person can have a seasoned love. This kind of love has endured the ups and downs that come with life. With this person, you know that you can get through anything. So again, everything that we were channeling in that pre-channel session, okay? So let's get a little tarot. And see what else we need to know about all of this. Okay, thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about money and finance, hanging out, price of love, vulnerability, and seasoned love for Aquarius Pisces. What do they need to know about money and finance, hanging out, price of love? Could be dealing with a Taurus. You got the King of Pentacles. Or an Aries with the King of Pentacles, because it's fiery earth. Okay, so somebody may be on the Aries Taurus cusp, or just has strong Aries and Taurus in their natal chart. Could be dealing with a Sagittarius or a Gemini. So interestingly enough, Sag and Gemini are 7th house partners. They're opposites of one another. Okay, across the natal wheel, the natal chart, the astrology wheel. Okay. But Lovers in the 9 of Wands. Again, I feel like this is something that love can prevail through if you both are willing. Because I guess this is the point here, Aquarius Pisces, where you come to realize that everybody's human. Everybody has their thing. Nobody's perfect. And you gotta be able to take the good with the bad. Yeah, Knight of Cups. And there is genuine love here. And genuine care and vulnerability. So that is worth something. That is valuable. For some of you, that you might feel like it's hard to come by. So I just get that you guys are at this point where you got to make the choice to either stick it out or not. You know what I mean? Like, am I really going to throw this all away just because of those few things or that one ick? Or, you know what I mean? Is this something that we can both work towards to kind of make each other comfortable? So whether you have that heart to heart and be vulnerable like that, and like, this is why I have this, again, I'm going to center this around the vacation and travel card, because that's what this kind of feels like. But like, when I travel, I like to ball out because I work really hard and I don't do that throughout the year. So this is like my one time to really spoil myself and just kind of go all out, because I didn't vacation a lot growing up. It's like you might have that type of like, this is why I approach these situations in this way. And then that person, your person, will say, okay, well, this is kind of where I'm coming from. And I feel like you go, okay, I can understand that. And you might find a happy medium. So maybe the person who's a little tighter could say, okay, I can see that. And yeah, it does feel nice to splurge a little bit so I can loosen up my purse strings, my wallet a little bit, right? But I still want to make sure we have our financial goals intact. Like I still, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think we should go too overboard. And the person who typically goes overboard can say, okay, I get that. I can scale it back a little bit. And what if we do this instead of that? And you know what I mean? I just feel like this is something that you both can work through. You can find a compromise in. It doesn't have to be the end of the relationship or the end of the world. Okay. Someone could feel like that though. Like, or initially that's what that felt like. Hold on one second, y'all. Let me put this over here. All right. What's going on with the money and finances? Shifting, moving, swiftness, quickly. A lot coming your guys' way. Oh, okay. So somebody could have news or get news of sudden financial changes that maybe, again, prompted the more tighter perspective around spending and funds. Something is shifting very quickly when it comes to money and finance for somebody here. Tell me more about the Knight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Three of Cups. So this is a good thing. It's a good thing. It's good news. Something to celebrate. Somebody maybe got a promotion or a big bonus or a raise. And that's maybe what sparked this. Oh, we should go out and celebrate. Like, let's go, you know, do this and the third. And they're like, whoa, I just got the money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just go spend it and go splurge it all in one night. Like, so again, two different mindsets around finances here that will definitely have to be worked through. Yeah, the Three of Coins here, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hermit. Yeah, we'll put the Hermit there. And again, so this is with the Hermit I hear and the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, thank you, Divine. That tells me that both of you are used to doing things on your own. And I think you're going to keep cycling back to that. Oh yeah, like when I'm by myself, I just do this. But now I have to actually consider someone else. Three of Pentacles. Now I actually have to work with this person and consider what they like to do and kind of concede a little bit to them. Do you know what I mean? Like Three of Pentacles, the Hermit. It's like you both are used to doing things your way. And when it comes to actually creating this relationship or building this relationship, you're going to have to consider what each person needs and find some sort of happy medium. Tell me more about the Hermit and hanging out. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. Tell me more. Before I say something, tell me more. Thank you. Five of Cups, yeah. Yeah, I think there's definitely something that has shifted in this relationship again. Something that makes it imperative for you both to make this work. So whether or not you have a child with this person, some sort of legal obligation, or your money is tied together somehow, some way, it's like you can't just leave this person out in the cold. You can't just drop them off the face of the earth, right? Like you can't just go solo with the Hermit. You actually have to work with them and find some sort of compromise. So maybe that's when you guys were just hanging out, it was just kind of easy to still do your own thing. But now that this has gotten a bit more serious, or you guys are a little bit more connected or dependent on one another in some way, especially with the Five of Pentacles, you can't just make solo moves anymore. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, you've got the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, and they want me to put that here, so I will. The Price of Love. Yeah, thank you, because I was going to say what's in between. The Seven of Wands. So here's the initial resistance. But Seven of Wands, the initial resistance whenever this situation arises. And it's almost like a fight or flight. Fight and flight. Fight with the Seven of Wands and flight with the Six of Swords. Whatever situation happens, somebody moved as if they were single and like didn't consider the other person, and it like hurt this person's feelings, or again, it was like disappointing. Like, you can't make those types of decisions with something like what I just heard with our money without talking to me first. And then someone has to kind of be like, again, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups. I'm sorry. Won't happen again. I do love you. You know what I mean? I just think somebody, how can I say this? I just think somebody made an oopsie, a mistake here, operating out of a little bit more of like a single mindset. But it's like, no, we are a we now. It's not just you or me. It's a we. Which is kind of funny. Because I kind of feel like it was so second nature with the Hermit that it's like, oh, shit, right. Fuck. You know what I mean? Like, oh, right. We are in the Three of Pentacles, aren't we? Okay, and now here comes a second timeline. Here comes a second timeline, Aquarius Pisces. So that definitely is a storyline for somebody. This Five of Cups and this Five of Pentacles coming out with the Hermit and the Hanging Out. This and now the Three of Pentacles. Oh, no. Okay. Let me set this down because we'll get into this in a minute. Some of you guys, Aquarius Pisces, have some sort of shift in your money and finances where you're now a bit more financially stable, or again, you got in some sort of, I'm hearing like contract came in for you, or again, something was shifted really quickly where you're well now, like you're good. And here come the Three of Cups. Here comes the Three of Cups wanting to celebrate with you. But this hanging out with the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, it's almost kind of like when, before all of this movement and this conversation and this contract or this money or this bonus or this raise came in, when you were a little down and out, the Three Cups here were nowhere to be found. So the people you was hanging out with, low-key was like, not hitting you up anymore, not texting you anymore, not checking in, like not supporting you, not saying anything, just real kind of quiet until news came out, Knight of Swords, that Aquarius Pisces shifted into some money, shifted into some stability, some finances here. And now here they come. Now here they come. So I think what could be coming to mind here, Aquarius Pisces, for those of you on that timeline, is like, do I want to invest in somebody that doesn't know how to support me when I'm down? If I didn't have the money, or if I didn't have the stability, like clearly this person wasn't checking for me. Clearly this person shifted their energy towards me and then wanted to switch back in once things were solid and things were sure. It's so you're noticing the pattern around somebody here. You're noticing the pattern around somebody. It's like I almost feel like these people. So again, mind you, love doesn't always have to be purely romantic. It can be platonic as well. Friends, community. It's like some friends let you down. Like when it looked like something was over or done for you, they were like kind of ghost, a little distant. You didn't really hear from them again, not as vocal, not as supportive. And I think that definitely hurt here, Aquarius Pisces, that you were left alone in your darkest hour. Like when you really needed support, you were locked outside of the church here. You see what I'm saying? Like you were kind of left in the cold. People were quick to kind of spill their cups out with you, or kind of end things, or again, distance themselves from you. But now that money and finances are maybe now looking a little better, or you got some sort of new gig, new job, new something, here they come, wanting to celebrate with you. So they're with you when you're in the light, when you're doing good, but they're definitely not with you when you're down, or it's questionable, or things are unknown, especially with the Hermit. You had to go through that by yourself. You had to hold out hope, hold that lantern with the star card in it, right? Like you had to hold out hope for yourself. You didn't have people, or these people who now want to be around you weren't with you when you were down. And I think that has you feeling some type of way. Yeah, Eight of Cups, Page of Cups with the Ace of Cups. So for that group of y'all, it's like you're going to walk away from these people and maybe choose to love yourself, or again, choose to kind of rely on the divine, because maybe that's why this whole thing happened. This feels like a heck of a sidebar for somebody. Like this, God allowed all of this to happen so that you could rely more on God other than people. Because people are fickle. Humans are fickle. You know what I mean? Everybody is. And so situations like this happen, show you, again, who truly supports you, who truly loves you. And that's always God. That's always source, first and foremost. And then how that support from source manifests in other people. But not everybody that you was kicking it with and hanging around and maybe, you know, balling out with stood by you when the balling was questionable. Or it looked like the balling was about to stop. So 7 of Wands, I kind of feel like you need, for those of y'all that resonate with that, you need to guard yourself. You need to guard yourself. Because again, I think people are going to try to say, oh, sorry, like I was da-da-da. Nah. Nope. No. Yeah, that's for a small group of you. Jeez, these cards are so flaky. Tell me more here, though, about the price of love for Aquarius Pisces. Yeah, this is the way. So the way to figure this out, or again, the way... How could I say that, Divine? This feels kind of complicated. Six of Swords with the Knight of Pentacles is like... Definitely don't take any shortcuts when it comes to this connection. I think I'm back on that first timeline. Don't take any shortcuts, or I just don't think it's smart to bail out on that connection right now. Like, some of you just need to endure. Nine of Pentacles will absolutely pay the price. For those of you on that second timeline, I think the Six of Swords would say, yeah, justice. Okay, yeah. The Six of Swords would say that you definitely maybe need to move on from this group or these people, whomever you were hanging out with. That like when Aquarius Pisces couldn't really hang out, it's like all of a sudden, no, you look to your left and you look to your right, ain't nobody there. It's like these people were then on to the next person who was hot, or you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that happens. And that's kind of typical for this time of year, especially with this eclipse season that we're in when I'm streaming this. But justice nonetheless, okay? So for those of you on that first timeline, this is what I'm talking about. It's like you got to have that vulnerability. You got to have that honesty with the sword. So to figure out what's the healthy compromise. I just heard overcommitted. Some of y'all maybe overcommitted yourself financially to something or someone. Yeah, okay, now we're getting a couple different things. Some of you overcommitted yourself financially or rushed. With the Knight of Swords, it's moving way too fast. Like moving before anything was solid. It's like these wands didn't even land yet, and you were already promising these Three of Cups, these three people, or this community, or this group, of like what you were going to do for them, or how you were going to support them, or like, yeah, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. And it's like the ink didn't even dry yet, or something like that. That's a weird analogy, but okay, maybe that'll resonate for somebody. Like, And then it's like you get into this new situation, and again, the Three of Pentacles, it's like, oh, I gotta like actually build to that level all over again, or I gotta kind of like grow my finances a little bit more. This isn't what I thought it was gonna be, type of thing. Yeah, you got the World. So for some of y'all, this is going to be like the end to some friendships or into some connections that you were just hanging out with very casually. Because you're going to see that they're not necessarily hanging out with you for the right reasons, Aquarius, Pisces. So justice will be here. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, that's what I'm saying. It's like in reverse. It literally flipped out in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse can be very greedy financially. Can be very poor, have like poor spending habits, or very reckless with their finances and their money. Yeah, and the Eight of Pentacles, I just heard I work too hard. It's like some of y'all might be realizing like I've been working too hard to make this relationship or this connection happen with somebody who's not putting in the work. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Others of you, this is back on that first timeline. Yes, there is a Ten of Cups between you and this person. But again, somebody's going to have to change their spending habits in order to have harmony, balance, that sense of kind of compromise and peace that the Ten of Cups brings. And it has to be from a space of vulnerability. So this could even be like someone just doesn't know what to do with their money, or again, has never been taught how to save, how to invest, how to spend properly, how to pay their bills the right way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So they build their credit score. It's like somebody just doesn't know. That's for some of y'all. So if you're the one that knows, Aquarius, Pisces, you might just have to kind of share your knowledge with this person. And I think they're going to pick up quickly with the Eight of Pentacles. They'll get the hang of it really quick. It's just nobody sat them down and said, hey, this is how you do it. This is how you fine tune this. This is what. So you might have to do that for this person. Because I do think they mean well. I don't think, especially for that first timeline, I don't think they're doing this because they want to put you in financial ruin. Or again, this is just their habits that they have. They're used to being a bit reckless with their money. Or they've never really built out a financial plan. They've never even had to, maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's just meeting in the middle somewhere so that you both can be happy. And again, this is achievable. Whenever the Ten of Cups comes out in a love reading, it's achievable. And you got the Ace of Wands at the bottom. So you just might have to show the light. Shed light on this and show this person the way. Okay? For that second group of y'all where it's like, I work too hard for you to just squander my money like this. I kind of get that some of you have been working. Yeah, here's the Ace of Cups again. You are the way. Yeah, so this is up to you for this second group. Some of you have been working really hard towards a relationship, being very vulnerable about your vision of the Ten of Cups, of what you want. You want the Ten of Cups with this person, but this person is a Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They're not working towards it in the same way that you are. So I just heard like looking for love in all the wrong places. It's like you're looking for this person to love you or to kind of show up for you or to kind of grow with you, and they're not interested in that. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse doesn't grow. They don't grow anything. They're not working on themselves in the same way that you're working on you. So you are the way. You have to choose this Ace of Cups for yourself. Okay? Because for some of you, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse has their heart guarded, and or they're just very resistant to love. But maybe you've had the idea here, Aquarius, Pisces, that you can change them and you can make them love you. And you know what I mean? Like, they just have to be convinced. I'll just show them all the love I have, and then that'll make them love me. I really do feel like some of you guys might be in that mode. And again, this might just be a lesson you have to learn, justice, that it doesn't always balance out like that. That you don't always get what you put in, especially when it comes to love and relationships. Sometimes the payout comes from a different connection or comes in a different way. So yeah, you maybe poured a lot of love. You worked really hard to try to get you and this person to the 10 of Cups. And this person isn't working hard towards that. So you're really tiring yourself out. That's that 9 of Wands that came out earlier. You're exhausting yourself for someone who's not even lifting a finger for you. So does that suck? Yes. But justice is here to say, hey, this will balance out. But again, with the 6 of Swords and the 9 of Pentacles, I don't think it's going to balance out with this person. So you might have to 8 of Cups, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. Walk away, be compassionate with yourself, and tap into a deeper sense of self-love. Why, Aquarius Pisces? Is because you deserve somebody who's going to work towards the 10 of Cups in the same way you do. Or with the same intention, the same effort that you do. You deserve somebody to match your energy. Okay? And you can't force people to be what you want them to be for you. You can't force people to change their ways. They have to want to do that on their own. So I feel like justice is here to bring you the truth and to show you what has been an injustice, what's been out of balance. That's really what justice comes to do. So there clearly is an imbalance for some of y'all. Some of you, it's just very minor. Others of you, it's huge. And for those of you where it's like this person just needs to be taught, like, again, I feel like I have to reiterate that they can be really good with their money. It's not that they don't intend to, they just were never taught. Nobody ever showed them, really. So this could be someone who's somewhat self-made, or is an entrepreneur in some way, and they might be the first one in their family. So they're kind of going trial by error. You know what I mean? Like they're just figuring it out along the way. So if it's you, Aquarius Pisces, who has a little bit more knowledge, a little bit more insight when it comes to how to be fiscally responsible, just share that. Be vulnerable. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think this person's going to fight you on that. And maybe even if they're a little resistant, it could just be a bit of pride. But then I think they'll realize, like, okay, like Aquarius Pisces is coming from a good space. They don't, you know, they're not trying to be mean to me or hurt my feelings. They just want me to, again, be the Queen of Pentacles upright. All right, so tell me more about this justice. Yeah, like I said, the Sword of Truth, clarity, Ace of Swords, 2 aces here though. And so, yeah, either way, a lot will become clear about what is out of balance between you and these people or you and this person. Because for some of you, it's a group of people, a group of friends. Others of you, this is like a partner that you're with. But either way, whatever is out of balance will come to light. And I think, again, a lot of you in that first timeline can compromise and can work towards this 10 of Cups with each other. All right. Others of you, it's seeing that you've been the only one that's been working towards this 10 of Cups. And this person, this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, has no intention on really matching that energy or doing that work. All right. I did see the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So this could be something that's been heavy on someone's mind. Like, again, worried, are we going to make it? Is this going to... Can we get through these things, these ups and downs? For that first group, absolutely you can. For that second group, I don't think it's meant to, but that's just what I'm seeing from the cards. You know, of course, free will always has the last say, but that's just what I'm seeing right now. So tell me more about this seasoned love. Some of you with the 6 of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like, wait. And that second group, that second timeline, wait. Your seasoned love is coming. You just got to move on from this group of people, these friends and or this person. I kind of get if it's like if you were casually hanging out with somebody, it's like it's not even your friends. It's this person's friends. So like you're dating this person and they're friends. like to tag along and like to kind of, again, Three of Cups, have their cups out to kind of get the spoils of whatever their friend gets from you by dating you. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, maybe that's where the we came in. It's like, oh, they're like, it's a we now. Like, oh, that's interesting. We're speaking French. Huh. Okay. Oh, now it's a we. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you date this person, you're also dating their friends. And it's like, I don't know that I signed up for that. Just feel Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups. There's too many people in here. I thought I was just dating you, not dating you and your two friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, but hey, that's for some of y'all, yeah. Nine of Cups. We'll end it on that. Nine of Cups. So again, a lot of you, a seasoned love where you can kind of get through the ups and downs of life together is a wish fulfillment for a lot of y'all. Some of you, that wish will be fulfilled with the person that you are dating. Others of you, that wish has yet to be fulfilled. It will happen once you separate and part ways from this Three of Cups energy. All right. So Aquarius, Pisces, that's been your general love tarot reading. We will have an extended over on Patreon, so if you would like to join me over there, we'll be looking beyond this Nine of Cups to learn a little bit more about this seasoned love. I'm then going to pull from the Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle to kind of get the dynamic or the lessons to be learned between both timelines. And then I'm going to use my Love Notes Oracle that I created to get a conversation going between the people involved. Okay, so you Aquarius, Pisces, and whoever you're partnered with here. If you're interested in that content, again, you can join me on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. I'll also have the direct link to this readings extended pinned in the comments once I'm done with the live over there on Patreon. So check that out, all right? But if not, and this is where we part ways, Aquarius, Pisces, I hope that you found this reading helpful, insightful, maybe filled with some confirmation for what your higher self and your intuition was already telling you and guiding you towards. Let me know how you resonated and connected in the comments down below. And I thank you guys again so much for joining me here. And my apologies for not having the chat open. If you were here, just make sure you leave a comment. And make sure you're subscribed as well if you enjoyed my reading, if you enjoyed this content. I'd love to have you as a member here. Well, yeah, as a member, for sure. I do have memberships on YouTube too, not just Patreon, so check that out. That's also linked. But I'd love to have you as a Soul Tribe member if you would like to join, okay? But thank you, Aquarius, Pisces, and I will see you all in our next one. Namaste.